President Trump is considering pardons for several Americans accused or convicted of war crimes. CBS News has learned the pardons could include a former Army Green Beret charged with killing an unarmed Afghan man and a former Blackwater security contractor accused of killing unarmed civilians in Iraq. National security correspondent David Martin reports from the Pentagon.
My daughter was a year and a half when he went to prison, and she's 6 now. We drive from Texas to Oklahoma pretty much every single week.
Kristen Slough's husband, Paul, is one of 4 Blackwater security guards accused of opening fire on Iraqi civilians in 2007. He's been in prison for 4 years.
We're really hopeful that they'll take a look at it and say, you know what, this doesn't make sense.
Former Army Green Beret Matthew Goldstein has been charged with premeditated murder of an unarmed Afghan man suspected of being a bomb maker. Last December, the president tweeted, "I will be reviewing the case of a U.S. military hero." Goldstein has admitted the killing, but his wife has conducted a very public campaign in his defense.
Did your husband assassinate this suspected bomb maker?
Assassinate? No. My husband took care of an enemy combatant who did harm and was planning to do more harm.
At a town hall last night, presidential candidate Mayor Pete Buttigieg, who served as a lieutenant in the U.S. Navy Reserve, said pardoning those who had been tried by a jury of their peers is a mistake.
Other U.S. service members in a legal proceeding determined that they had committed crimes. That is undermining the foundation of American moral authority.
At least 2 of the cases now under review have not yet gone to trial, which means the president would be rendering a judgment before all the facts have been introduced as evidence. David Martin, CBS News, the Pentagon.
And Dave Phillips has been covering this story for the New York Times. He joins me now from Colorado Springs. Dave, welcome. So great to have you with us. So the 2 we just heard about are not the only people the Justice Department has requested paperwork on. Who are some of the others?
So we do not have a definitive list, but I just got off the phone with Congressman Duncan Hunter. He said another one is Clint Lawrence. He's a Army lieutenant who was convicted of murder. There are some other Blackwater contractors who are thought to be in the mix. There are also some Marine snipers who were charged with desecrating a corpse in Afghanistan some years ago, around 2010.
So there are several under review, and this process of reviewing pardon files usually takes months, but you report the Justice Department is working quickly. Do you have any sense of why that is?
Here's what we know. Typically, this stuff takes months. The military will forward something up to the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice then makes recommendations to the White House, and those recommendations may take years to act on. What happened here is the opposite. The White House reached directly down to Justice, which told the military, hey, we need packets on these individuals to the White House in a week because the president wants them before Memorial Day. The implication being that he's planning on pardoning these guys next weekend.
Wow. All right. That is quick. Now, you spoke with a former military judge as well as a former U.S. pardon attorney. What message do they think these pardons would send?
Well, first of all, what they say is that this type of stuff is unprecedented since the Civil War. And in fact, during the Civil War, it caused so many problems that the Attorney General told Abraham Lincoln, look, we're going to take this responsibility and separate it from you to protect you. We are in the territory that we have not seen for generations. But what they say is the danger is that we have a system in place that is by no means perfect, but is the best system that we have created that looks at these things, that has due process. And if you reach in as the chief executive and take cases out of that, you can undermine the process, and you may be sending a pretty dark message to the troops that some things will be allowed.
Right, and it does seem to weigh on the side of sort of devaluing life to a certain degree, because a lot of the cases that are being reviewed seem to deal with cases of civilians, Iraqi civilians, being killed.
And look, the people that say that these cases of killing in combat where the enemy has no uniform, when they say that it's complex, that's an understatement.
Sure.
But the people that understand that the best are often the people that are in these platoons, that are serving on the ground. And in many of these cases, it's those people who came forward and said, what happened was wrong, what happened was a war crime, we need to do something about it.
Right, in many cases, those people came forward and brought these cases to light at great risk to their own military careers, correct?
That's right. And I don't think that we should ignore the impact on them. I mean, the impact on the accused and the affected and their family is huge. But think about if you put your career on the line and spent a great deal of time and effort testifying to make sure that what you felt was a just outcome happened, and now you're reading that the president plans to undo it.
Very interesting and thorough reporting. Dave Phillips at the New York Times, we thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on.